Hi guys, Jill here, and I have a whole bunch of fun stuff to show you today. I'm going to show you some packages I got, some things I got, and some projects I'm working on. First is a package from Rina, who is Scrapstress, and this package blew me away. It is so cool because what I had done was initiated an image swap with her, and of course she sent way more than images, and this was just an awesome package. So the first thing I'm going to show you is these are her black swan flowers, and they're just the coolest. And I saw the primas that she was modeling these after yesterday, I think it was, maybe day before yesterday. Anyway, I saw them and I really prefer hers. And they really are hard to see all the details, but they're so cool. And then of course she put them on a nice background, and then as always her Spam Masubi, I think it's called. I just love that she has something next to her name. Those are so cool. And this, well, here, I'll show you this part. She also sent me some seam binding in those two colors, so I can work with that. She sent me tulle in pink. I have a personal note in here from her, and I like to keep that. So pink, white, and black. And then she also sent me this really pretty lace, which I'm going to have a hard time getting into. Totally my style. Look at that. And it's like chenille down here. It's really pretty. So I love all that. Thank you, Rina. Such fun goodies. And you know, I haven't even gotten to, obviously, the initial thing, which was our swap of images. Okay. But then there was this. And it says, because you love Halloween, which we all know I love Halloween. So I get one of her framed greeting farm images. I am so happy. I love the way she does these. You guys have seen that I've mimicked them before. And here's all the paper piecing. And then she added glossy accents to like the barrette, the skulls. And this is actually my favorite greeting farm images. It's sweet and toxic. And it's kind of up to you who's what. And then on the back, again, her signature stamp. And then she put the little sweet and toxic background here. And I think that's really cool. And this is so substantial. I love it. Okay, and then here's the actual images. And I'm just not going to get a chance to get these for a while. And I had asked her if she'd share a few images with me so I could at least work with them. And she put these on Nina paper, which I do love. And she was so generous. She gave me 3 of each image. But I'm just going to show you each image. So, of course, this is from Naughty and Nice. Then Cheeky Chat, I believe is her name. And I'm thinking Cheeky Cherry. I know she just did something with both of these, actually. She showed us in her non-slutty image video. Okay, then these are the images from the newest Creepy set. And I just thought they were so cool. And I'm not going to have the budget for these for a while. So, they're just so funny. And this one I know her name just because it's Jill. Obviously, they spelled it wrong. They spelled it Jill, and my name is Jil, and they should have spelled it like my name. But in all honesty, my name's spelled wrong. But I just thought that was fun. And there's a Jack in here, too. So I think these are really going to be fun to work with. And then here's some non-slutty stamps, which I got such a kick out of. But these will be perfect for my brother's girls. He's got 2 girls. And I used, you've seen some of the cards I did. I used some images that I got from Sharon from the Greeting Farm. So these will be a really nice, sweeter image to work with. Obviously non-slutty. So these are really cute. And I don't know why, and maybe you guys can tell me why. These remind me of Holly Hobbie. I don't know if I remember there were patches on her clothing. And I think the hats. I've got to look her up on the internet because these just make me think of that, like more modernized. So there's my swap from Rina, and I appreciate everything, and her package is going out tomorrow because today's Sunday. So thank you so much, Rina. I really appreciate that. Then I have a package from Roxy from Your Paper Pantry, and this is from the Valentine Virtual crop that we had, and I won a prize from her. And so she sent us a sampler of some of the Tim Holtz stuff. So this is the glassine paper, and I have this on order, but I've been dying to get my hands on it. It is so cool. Here's some just tags from the Tim Holtz die, but this is the fun part of them. They go with the Tim Holtz papers. So I can make 2 tags out of that. This is, I believe, 7 Gypsies. These are some of the Tim Holtz reinforcers. And I want to take one off so bad, but I need a project. I need to get into working on those tags. And then here's just some goodies. Woo! So there's, let's show, a light bulb from his new collection. And something that people have been pointing out about this is it has holes in it. So you can put it on obviously on like a necklace, or you can hang it as a charm. There's a lot of things you can do with that. And this bulb is really cool because it's more like old-fashioned. This cool flower and leaf. There's some trim in here that I can add to those tags. I believe these are 7 Gypsies. Those are those naked stickers, I think they call them. I'm trying to find. Okay, then we've got, of course, our little pieces from the tags. And here's the reinforcers. The back and front of that, same paper. And there's another, here we go. And then the insides. So I can do things with those. And where are they? Up here they are, all at the bottom. Okay, so we have one of the new little tassels. Those are really cute. One of the little hanger clips, which I've wanted these so bad. I think those are really cute. And then one of the plaques, and I forget what these are called, but these are totally different looking than I expected them to be. And I've seen them in their packaging, and I thought they were going to be like his typical metal, but these are enameled, and they have white with the black aged enameling around them. Those are really cool. So that was a fun little sampler there. Thank you so much, Roxy. And Roxy is Roxyfur here on YouTube. I picked up a few little things at this store, nothing huge, but I had some fun. These went down to 50 cents at Michael's, and I had picked up a few others, but those are already in some packages for some friends. This was 50 cents, and my husband likes to point out with these, I can always pop these rhinestones off if I don't use that in a Halloween book. Then they have the little cling stamps, and I've only seen these at one of my 3 Michaels, and it's the bigger one, and I just thought they were really cute. So here's the little owl, birds of a feather, and I've already used these butterflies, and I just love the way these cling stamps work. I love red rubber, and they stamp really nicely. So I also was lucky enough to pick up some of the curio collection. I got almost all of it, and I went to this store. It's again in the Orlando area. It's called Scrappy Boutique, and for those of you that are from this area, I know I have a few, or if you're visiting this area, it's right behind the Florida Mall, and they have like the latest, greatest everything. And they had a ton of CHA release items like Prima and obviously Basic Gray. They had Graphic 45. They had Gabrielle. They just really had all the new releases. So I'm not going to show you all of the papers, but I got everything that they had, which I think was 15 sheets. So I just need to fill in the collection. I also got the sticker collection. And it's this stupid little bird down here that really got me. I really like that. And then I love this. And I know that's on one of the papers, and I think that is one of the papers I did not get. But what I love the most, oh my gosh, I am throwing stuff, was the clear stamps. And this set is called Pheasant, but it's the Curio Pheasant set. So you have the motifs from the paper. Like this is from, I think it's called Heirloom. Let's see. Victoria. And then I think this is Heirloom. I could be totally wrong, but there's different images. Like this is off of Victoria. This is a smaller version of this right here. So, and then that's the top piece. So it's really a cool stamp set, and it was just $10, and I just was so happy to see it because the smaller set that they have, I wasn't really that into. Okay, so that is most of my purchases. I also picked this up at the Good Michaels. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, I felt that coming on. So I picked this up. They have that whole Melody Ross chip art series of stuff, which is the metal plates. Sorry, guys. I don't know why my head just got all... Ugh. Okay, so they have those metal pieces that you like stamp into the chip art. And I know they have this at Archivers, but it was the shape of the book that got me. And I told my husband what I wanted to do with it, which was use the curio papers. And he looked at it and was like, yep, that's right. And here's the clips. Sorry, let me go to a little less distracting background here. I like to have something other than my shiny mat for you guys to look at. Okay, so this is where I've gotten to with this book. I went ahead and I covered it. And there we go. Okay, so I used, obviously, my curio papers. The holes are here and here. And so I did the facing pages. And I covered this last night, so I still haven't gone with the edges or anything. I've just sanded it at this point. There's just one thing about this book I didn't like, is it bows. And it doesn't have to do with my adhesive. It was that way when I pulled it out. And I thought, well, maybe if I add the adhesive or something, it'll bow back. And it bowed back all right to its original shape. And this, for something that you're supposed to pound into and cover, this chipboard was pretty beat up. So just be cautious of that if you're going to use it without covering it. So here's the papers. And I love each one. I just think they are so stunning. And so that's how the book's going to go, and so I'll be updating you on that. I haven't gotten very far, but I got the hard part, which is covering. The easy part is decorating. Then another book that I had started, really simple at this point. I haven't done much in it, but like I got the new Once Upon a Springtime stamps, and I had started coloring it to match the paper, which is really light. I usually like bolder colors, so I still might do something to the mushroom, but I wrote down like my recipes. So I just used my favorite paper. This will not open for me. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick her on, because when I cut it out, it lost a lot of the detail. So I just used this. I put in what stamp I'm using and what ink I used, and then the colors. And I do keep track of my colors, so I'm going to eventually stamp out my images and put in the colors. And so this was really easy. Obviously with my Bind It All, I just used some mat board that I got from Michael's from their framing, you know, the inside pieces that they don't use. And then I put my favorite paper. And then in the back, I've just got some basic paper so I can attach stuff to it. And then got this at Copic Certification, and I think you can readily get this. It's just, you know, the color chart, and it keeps track for me of what markers I have. So I'm going to eventually cut this out and put it in here. And of course I'll do something to the cover, but at this point it's just in its infant stages. And then here's another book that I was working on, and I did this yesterday, and I don't know, I was just in a mood yesterday. My husband just backed off and let me go because I just wanted to create stuff. This is with the K & Company Flora and Fauna papers, which I think are just incredible, and I've been getting new stuff and almost forgetting about this, so I kind of backtracked a little to this paper that I had bought. This book is from Laura Dennison, who's following the paper trail on YouTube, and I think follow the paper trail on Ustream. Anyway, it's one of those two variations all over. And I know so many of you know her. She creates these amazing patterns. So this was one of her flip books. And there's a pocket here, and this one was not hard to make. And then you flip it over, which in the book, of course, it'll be bound. And then you flip it over again in the same pockets. And so I have to put a frame here still. But look at these papers. I think they're just incredible. And so I did some different colors throughout the book. And like this, I love that paper. And last one. And then look how the bird peeks out. Isn't that cool? And I didn't even plan that. That's the best part. And I've got another little pocket in one of these. Here. There's a little bird sitting on it. So, I'm thrilled with how this is coming out. So, I've got a whole bunch of stuff I've just been enjoying. And I plan to finish these up. I'll show you the finished books. And there you have it. But, you know, thank you so much, Rina, for sending me all those images and all those goodies. And thank you so much, Roxy, for my prize. And thank you guys for watching. And have a great day.